Alright, so we are at the temple of Zeus Olympian. So Zeus, as a part of Olympus, of course, was the king of the Olympian gods. And the temple of Zeus Olympian was one of the greatest temples ever built in ancient Greece. It was the largest ever constructed, and maybe one of the largest in the entire world. Not much of it remains today, and it is under renovation at the moment, so it's covered in scaffoldings, unfortunately. But you can see behind the camera, and now behind me, you can see the great columns that rise there in the distance. It was such an enormous temple that they encountered so many issues building it, and especially finding enough money to complete it. And so it took kind of three periods of construction for it to finally be completed, and overall it took 600 years before it was finally finished. And then, of course, since then it collapsed slowly until only this remained today. The person who completed it was not a Greek person at all. He was a Roman emperor named Hadrian, and he wanted to make Athens a great city again at the time of the Roman Empire. And so he wanted to finish this enormous piece of work that had been started centuries before. And once he had it completed, he also added a gate that led to the entrance of the temple, and that is still standing today, the Gate of Hadrian. Standing in the ruins of the Library of Hadrian, which was built in the Roman era of Athens. And in this library were thousands of works of literature, of history, geography, mathematics, physics, biology, you name it. They probably had it. And so they collected works from all over the known world at the time, so the Mediterranean Sea, and they made copies of the works that were known and stored them in this library in the forms of scrolls made of papyrus, like the Egyptians used to do, or clay or wax tablets that could be also preserved but were much bulkier than scrolls.